Hey guys, so I probably mentioned this already, but Friday I'm going to be doing both of my sisters' makeup for my brother's wedding. And I was up early this morning looking at pictures on Instagram and I saw this girl with some really thick eyebrows. But they look so good. Like, it was so pretty on her. And I'm probably going to put like some Instagram pictures so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But they look so good. And so I was like, let me do what she did. And this is the result. I don't know if I'm going to keep doing my eyebrows like this, but I figured I would try it just to see how it works. It's completely different than how I usually do it. Usually I will have like an arch, but I didn't even put like an arch or anything in it. It's just like straight with the line. So I don't know. I am hoping this looks okay. If I look a little crazy, don't judge me. It's trial, okay? This is just me trying this out. I don't know if it's permanent, so don't judge me, okay? But anyways, that's not what this video is about. I actually thought about making this video, and I do this with a lot of my videos that may be like controversial and whatever. It may have some controversy with it. I think about it before I even put it up because I don't want any problems or people getting upset. But at the same time, I just want to be honest too. So, okay, so before I even start this video, let me just say, this isn't to bash any company, any brand, anything like that. Whenever I do any type of video that may not be exactly what someone likes, I always make sure to put in ways that they can always improve themselves. So it's not like I'm saying I hate you or anything like that. I'm just trying to think of ways in which people can improve and change, and hopefully it'll work. And yeah, I'm not being, this isn't a bash. I'm giving you pros and cons. So this video is going to be on multi-channel networks, and if you should join, like have your channel, join a multi-channel network. So if you have a channel, even if you just started, you have more likely received a letter inside of your inbox saying how much some company loves you or some network loves you, and you can make a lot more money with them if you join with them, and just how much your YouTube career is just going to go like that if you are partnered with a bigger network. So I figured I would give you the pros and cons, because as of right now, I am no longer partnered with any network. I have been partnered with one network, which I will not mention, but you guys probably already know. But I was partnered with them for 2 years, and then I ended with them. So I'm not going to mention them because I don't want them to think I'm saying anything negative towards their company, which I'm not. I'm just talking about general multi-channel networks and my experience. Okay, so I have everything in here and I have it written down, so if I happen to look down at all, that's why I don't want to miss and forget anything that I've been thinking about saying to you guys. So I'm going to start off with the pros, and then I'm going to go into the cons, and then I'm going to end with my question of, should you join a multi-channel network? Okay, so for starters, I figured I explained to you what a multi-channel network is in case you guys are confused about it. And I found this definition on Google. And it says a multi-channel network is an organization that works with video platforms such as YouTube to offer assistance in areas such as product programming, funding, cross-promotion, partner management, all this good stuff. So basically it is a network that will work together with your channel, that will partner with your channel to create better content and things like that. They are affiliated with multiple YouTube channels, and most of the time it is with contracts. So with my experience, I did sign to a network for 2 years. I had started, I believe it was February 2013, and I ended exactly in like the very first day or last day of January, first day of February of 2015. So it was exactly 2 years with them. And yeah, so I'm just going to go over the pros that I did notice being partnered with a multi-channel network. With YouTube, when you are just partnered with YouTube alone, it is very hard to find music that is not copyrighted or will be screened and you cannot use it. And then if you can't use music in your video, you won't get paid. Basically, whoever's music you're using in your video, they will get paid. So it's really hard to find music that will work with, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's hard to find music that will work in your channel for you alone so you can get paid. And every time I used to put up anything, even before I was partnered with them and directly after, to a little bit now because I'm kind of understanding how to do it, but everything would get flagged. And I always like to use music that is current on the radio, things like, anything that's on the radio right now I like to use. Unless you find like a really good remix where the words might be the same, but the music in the background is completely different, then sometimes that won't get flagged. So one pro that I have noticed with being with a multi-channel network is less of a chance for your videos to get flagged for anything with copyright. So it's more of a music freedom. And I've also heard that if you are a gamer, it's a lot more freedom as well, because it's kind of harder for you to use content as a gamer because you are showing, like for instance, NBA 2K, you didn't make that, so you're kind of showing their things. But when you are partnered with a multi-channel network, it's less of a chance for it to get flagged. So yeah, that is definitely a lot more freedom, a lot more leeway with like not getting copywritten. Another pro would be when I was with this other network, they had parties where you could go and say, for instance, if they were having IMATs, they'd have a party afterwards for all the YouTubers who were attending IMATs. Now, I did notice, and I'm going to be completely honest, I was invited one time to a Maybelline party in New York. And then I'd say about 10 minutes after I received that email, I had received another email saying that they had all of a sudden received a flood of emails saying people were going and they can only have so many people coming. So if you hadn't signed up within that 10-minute gap, then you were basically uninvited. If that makes any sense. So I could say I was invited, but then I wasn't really invited because I didn't even have time to sign up for that email, and I wasn't even going to go anyway. So basically, there's parties, but it seems like they are exclusive parties. And if I had just emailed them to let them know, I don't think I would have gotten in compared to like someone bigger. So, and I don't even know if every network does that, but this network will randomly do that in LA and New York and things like that. And I've also heard from other girls on YouTube that they were uninvited the very day of. So that's crazy. And they were with the same network as me. In fact, I'm going to make sure to put all the videos that I have found and their opinions about this network that I was with. But that's strictly their opinions, but I'm just putting it below so you guys can check it out as well. Okay, so another good thing about being partnered to a multi-channel network is it's really hard to contact YouTube directly. So because you are with a network, they have kind of like a better access to YouTube than you do. So if something is messing up with your channel, or say for instance your channel is just completely gone one day, they can actually contact YouTube and somehow they can get it back, if that makes sense. But yeah, that is usually what will happen if you are with the network. They have a lot better, they are a lot better with like technical difficulties, because you won't receive any help at all from YouTube. It's just, that's what it is. There's no like customer service line for YouTube at all. Okay, so another pro would be if you are given the opportunity, like for instance, if you are found to be favorable from that company. I have seen a few girls who have been given like favoritism in a way, so they have been able to rise very quickly within that particular network. But you have to be, I don't know how to explain it, you have to appeal to them. And if you don't, then that's just it. But if you do appeal to them, then you have the opportunity to move up within that network, and a lot of doors will open up for you. With the particular network I was with, it doesn't always happen with some people. I've actually seen one person who had almost 200,000, and they even said themselves that the network didn't do anything for them. So it's kind of like only if they appeal to you. That's just basically it. Or if you appeal to them, that's only how you can really move up. So it's kind of like, how do they say it? Like luck of the Irish or something like that. I don't know if that makes sense, but you have to be lucky. Okay, so here are the cons that I have noticed. And this isn't a way to degrade any company or network or things like that. I'm just stating facts and just stating how things work. So one of the cons would be, most of the time, unless you were a big YouTuber, you really don't see any benefits coming from it. You aren't going to be getting company brands like L'Oreal to contact you or anything like that. I have noticed though, with a lot more YouTubers, especially over, I'd say 10,000, one network that I used to work with is now partnered kind of with Maybelline. So they did send Maybelline products to some YouTubers, but not all of them. So basically, you're not going to receive any benefits. Don't expect it, because you won't get it. That's just how it is. They're not going to give benefits to everyone unless, more than likely, you have a large amount of subscribers. Okay, another con would be they will take a large percent of your money. She wants me to hold her, sorry. So when I first started with the network, I was really confused over how I got paid, how it worked. And basically when I first started, it was with CPMs, and I still to this day cannot tell you what CPMs are. I think it's like if you make a certain amount of views, you get paid a certain amount. But basically the point of the matter is, and this is all they had to explain, they will take some percent of what you already make from YouTube. So you aren't going to be making more with this company. You're just making the same amount. Like say for instance I make, and this is just fake, say for instance I make like $100 a month off of YouTube. If they take 30%, your amount of money is going to go down to making $70 a month off of YouTube. So they're taking from what you already are going to be getting, if that makes sense. So it's not like they're going to be giving you more. Don't think that, because it's not the way it works. You won't be getting any more money than what you already make from YouTube. You will just be making less. And another thing is contracts are very hard to get out of. Most every single network that I've heard of, I know there's one called Freedom, but I don't know if you have to have a contract or not. Either way, it's very hard to get out of these networks. So to me, it was easy for me because I went exactly how they said. I had a 2-year contract. I stayed in there 2 years, and 30 days before it was up, I made sure to contact them and let them know I wasn't interested in renewing my contract. So basically, I don't know, it's hard to explain this, but as soon as I told them that was it, I didn't want to renew my contract because we went over negotiations. As soon as I told them I wasn't interested in, you know, renewing my contract, that very day, like literally that very hour, I was cut loose. So I don't know if that was shade or not being thrown from my company, but you know, as soon as I told them I wasn't interested, that was it. They disconnected me. So yeah, for the majority of people, contracts are hard to get out of. Mine was easy because I actually listened to what they had said. But for 2 years, it's 2 years. If you want to get out earlier, you know, you're not going to be able to. It's really difficult. If they have it for 4 years, you're in it for 4 years. So contracts can be long, and yeah, if you're in it, you're in it. That's it. And lastly, another con would be you are, I would say, like a small fish in a big ocean. So say for instance, your channel only has 1,000 subscribers and their network has over 5,000 YouTubers. More than likely, a large percentage is going to have more subscribers than you. So more than likely, your chances of even being seen are going to be slim to none. There are some opportunities within the network, within the network I was with, that they had it where you can be entered into like a playlist that would show on their channel. But at the end of the day, if you have about 500 videos in a playlist, how many people are going to go through that playlist? Like, you might see one video, so the chance of even your video being seen by anyone is very, very rare. So overall, unless you are a big YouTuber, I would not, and I'm saying big as in over 500,000 subscribers, I would not recommend signing to a network at all. And if you do feel like my channel cannot survive without a network, then the percentage, I actually saw another YouTuber who has over 1 million subscribers, and he was mentioning how the only percentage you should accept from a network is 5 to 10% taking out of what you already make. So if a network tells you, oh, we're only going to end up taking 40% of your money or 20% of your money, always say no, because the only percent they should ever take is 5 to 10%. And if I find the video, I will link it below, but I'm not exactly sure where it was. I don't know where my phone is. I wish I had my phone, but I'm going to make this up off the top of my head. Say, for instance, because just today I got an email from another network, and say, for instance, they say, come join this network. We're going to make sure your video is always on our channel. We're going to make sure that you are always getting someone to talk to. We're going to make sure that you are making more than what YouTube pays you. Basically, they're going to tell you a whole lot of stuff. If they do this and you feel like this is perfect for you, always remember the grass is greener on the other side. But anyways, if you feel like it's perfect for you, when you look at this contract, make sure that you are able to read it clearly and understand what is being said. If you don't understand, get a lawyer. But basically, on top of it, everything they promise you in an email, make sure it is inside of your contract. If it's not, they can say whatever they want to you. It doesn't mean that they have to go by it because it's not in the contract. So yeah, that's the gist of it. Unless you are a big YouTuber with over 500,000, I would not suggest signing with any multi-channel network. I'm not putting anyone down. I'm just saying from my experience, I wouldn't sign with any of them. And I'm just going to say a few extra things that I wrote down that I figured I would mention because, you know, it's important to know these things, especially if you've never been through it yourself. So one thing is, understand that most of what you earn is all going to be earned by you. They're not going to do anything for you. No one is going to do anything for you. No one is going to be emailing you, emailing subscribers or making videos or editing videos. Everything is on you. So what you earn and what you gain from your channel is on you alone and no one else. So don't think signing with a network is going to get you any more amount of subscribers than what you already have. Only you can do that. Now, there have been companies, before I even signed with the one I was with, there were a few companies that contacted me and were like, oh, you know, we can't discuss this until you sign. You have to be with us until you know, and then we'll talk about this. And you know, if you sign this, then we'll discuss this. Don't sign with them. Because until you see anything in writing and you're able to look over it yourself, that would be so dumb, to be completely honest. It's like giving someone the keys to your channel blindly. And also another thing I will mention is don't ever, no matter who they are, give anyone access or the password to your YouTube channel. The network that I was with at one point actually had a program where you were given a manager and they were given your email and password. And what they would do is they were supposed to go on your channel and go down the list of the people that were in that same program and like their video. So it's kind of like a community-like thing, but it really never got off the ground. In fact, I monitored my likes to see if anybody had actually went in my channel to like it. And when I first actually signed up for it, I was on there for like a week. I had given them my email and password. I didn't see anyone going into my channel at all and going to like anything. So I changed my email and password, and I remember they were wondering, you know, like what had happened, why I had changed my password. But I was just like, you don't need to be on my channel. This is too sketchy. And nothing had changed and things like that. And they weren't doing what they said they were going to do with it. So overall, do not give anyone your username and password. Don't even give it to anyone. Like, if you have to keep it for emergency reason, put it somewhere in the back of your drawer, like anywhere, but don't give it to anyone because, I don't know, it's just stupid. You work really hard for it and one day it could be gone. So even if you are creating a YouTube username, like a password, mainly it's connected to your email address. You don't want an email address that everyone knows. You want to always make sure that it is changed. So that way it's less of a chance to someone trying to hack into your email. So always make sure your email address for businesses is different from the email address that you use for YouTube, if that makes sense. So you want to have at least 2 email addresses. That's completely random, but I just want to make sure that you know, don't give anyone your password. But I'm not bashing any network. If you feel that's up to you, if you want to still do it, that's you. But in my personal opinion, you know, just don't do it. But yeah, this isn't to bash any network and put anyone down. I did like the network I was with. I didn't have a problem with them. In fact, I wish that network had worked so much more with promoting random people, because I really do see that network getting the opportunity, if they were given it, to really grow and really help and work towards helping like all types of YouTubers and not just the larger ones. And I could really see them doing so much more than what they are. So yeah, I wish they did that, because if they did, I would have stayed with them, because I didn't have a problem with them. I just didn't have any experience at all, which I guess you could consider that being a problem. But yeah, I don't know, if they had worked with everyone differently or did different things differently, I can see them doing so much better and being even bigger than what they are. So maybe that's like a suggestion to them, just to change that. But yeah, other than that, for me as of right now, unless something changes, I don't think I'm going to be signing up to a network anytime soon. But yeah, so I hope this video helped you guys. I hope I wasn't all over the place. I just wanted to put this out here to help anyone out who was thinking about signing to a network, because it is a big decision and you want to make sure you're doing the right thing. So yeah, that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you have more questions about different things and anything you guys would like me to make a video on, or something you guys are interested in hearing about more, because I have been doing this for almost 4 years now. If you guys have any questions or comments, put them below. So thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.